Hello everyone, good evening all of you. Hello, good evening, very good evening to all of you. Hi, this is Vaishali Ma'am from Spark Academy. I hope you can hear my voice and listen, see the screen also. Can I have some quick comments please if you can hear the voice? So, hello everyone. Hi, this is Vaishali Kanda from Spark Academy, and today we are going to start. We will be starting a new unit of botany, first year, that is plant physiology, and it's very important unit for NEET point of view, for exam point of view. And from that, we are starting a a small chapter only, that is mineral nutrition. We are not starting with the transport in plant. First, we are starting with the nutrition, mineral nutrition. Okay, so before starting the topic, let me tell you all of you that you can follow us on Instagram, Telegram, Facebook, any of whatever is your choice, whatever is your what we say social media. So you can follow any of these links and you can get all the updates, all the tips, tricks, and tricks to remember, or whatever to do. Sorry. So on Instagram also we are posting reels also, small reels, small tricks. In that I'm posting tricks to remember a lot of things. So you can follow us on any of these links. See, this is how we are conducting live classes on daily basis. So in session there is a doubt clarification session. So we are solving doubts also. If you have any doubt, you can post it in form of chat right now live. So I'll be answering for that. And tips and tricks also I am going to discuss. We are going to discuss during the class. So this is free live classes on daily basis on YouTube channel. Um, so this is going on right now. And if you are still worried about your NEET exam or EAMCET exam, then you can join the crash course right now. So admissions are open for 2022 as well as next year also 2023. Those who are appearing for next year, so for them they can join the regular batch. They can join the regular or long-term batch, and then crash course. It is for 2022. It has been started. Classroom coaching has been started, and online coaching will be starting shortly. So for that you need to download one app, that is Spark Academy app. Okay, Spark Academy app. You just need to focus on the logo. So you can download this app from your Play Store, and then you will be having idea about all the courses which are going on right now. This is the schedule of live classes on YouTube. So you just take a screenshot of this thing, so you'll not miss out any of the lecture. And one more thing you can do, that is you can subscribe to our channel, YouTube channel Spark Academy, and press the bell icon so you will not miss out. You will get notification on your phone that this is coming up class, this will be the coming up lecture. So you will not miss out any of this thing. I hope you have taken screenshot also, or you have subscribed the channel. Guys, subscribing is also free, and uh, press the bell icon, press the thumb icon, liking that, and sharing this video, it is also free. So you can do any of this thing if you like the video. So, and if you want to enroll for crash course, long-term course, or regular course, you can join with this coupon code, that is VAI10, 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 so that you will be enlisted in my student list. So that is Vaishali Ma'am's list. So you can join using this code, and you will find, see, after that you will be getting great discounts. So for discount, don't forget to apply coupon code. Don't forget, don't enroll without using coupon code. So you will get great discount on every course. So NEET botany chapter wise weightage, you can check the chapter wise weightage. We are discussing today plant physiology. So number of question asked from the plant physiology, mostly 9 questions. Very big number of question, 9 questions from the plant physiology. We are going to start this plant physiology today with a small chapter, that is mineral nutrition. From this 9th chapter, this mineral nutrition will gives you 1 to 2 questions. 1 to 2 questions. See, it's a big unit, so one to two maximum 2 questions are asked from each chapter. So that doesn't mean we can neglect this mineral nutrition chapter. Okay, it's very easy peasy type question, very easy peasy type chapter. So you should not forget. See, if you will stay with me next 55 minutes, then I'm damn sure that you will. You will not miss out any of the point of mineral nutrition, and you will get this 2 questions. If they have asked from mineral nutrition, you will score, you will secure your marks. So first, mineral nutrition. What is mineral nutrition? Majority of the nutrients that are essential for the growth and development of the plant becomes available to the roots due to weathering and breakdowns of the rock. See, here you can think about the first organism which can colonize over the rocks. First organism can colonize over the rocks. This is not from this unit, not from this chapter. It includes plants. So since they are derived from the rock mineral, their role in the plant nutrition is referred to as mineral nutrition. One second, guys. Yeah. So since why it is called mineral nutrition? Because it is derived from the rock mineral. That's why it is known as mineral nutrition. This process enriches the soil in dissolved ions and inorganic substances, inorganic salts. Okay. So see, which minerals are actually important for the growth of the plants. For that, how can we get idea? Soil is rich environment for containing each and every type of minerals. But in case, see, if you grow any plant in hydroponic condition, then only you can get idea that that which mineral salt is actually important for the growth of plants. Okay, so what is hydroponics? Hydroponics, that means soil free culture. Okay, without soil we are growing plant. See, just you need to take one container. In that container you can take nutrient solution. That nutrient solution may lack all other nutrients except one which you want to check. So that nutrient, if it is essential or non-essential, that we can check. In this condition, you can see the picture here. In this condition, nutrient solution aerating tube is aeration. Oxygen is added in form of bubbles. Aerated from the aerating tube. Here from the pores, perforations are there. From this, oxygen will get mixed into this mineral nutrition, and we are from using the funnel. We are adding fresh water also and nutrients also from outside. Okay, so this is how we want to grow plant. We can grow plant without soil, and you can get idea about which type of nutrient is essential for the growth of plants. So criteria for essentiality. That means which criteria we can fix that these if nutrient or if an salt, if an element follows these criteria, then it seems that it is essential for the growth of plants. So these are few criteria for essentiality. First, it is elements must be necessary for the supporting growth and reproduction, must support the growth and reproduction of plant. Okay, it can be replaced by another element. That means, for example, if you are checking element carbon, then you can't replace carbon with some other element. That right now we are not having carbon, so plant please, can you accept nitrogen instead of carbon? It should be not like that. Okay, it can be replaceable and must be directly involved in the metabolism. It should be directly involved in the metabolism of plants. So first, it should support growth and reproduction of plant. That means without it, plant cannot complete its life cycle. So without it, plant can't complete its life cycle. Okay, and it can be replaceable, must be directly involved in the metabolism. So if any element fits into these criteria, it is known as essential element. So based on the quantitative requirements, there are 17 essential elements, and if they are required in higher quantity, they are called macronutrients. If in low quantity, they are called micronutrients. So macronutrients, that means they require, and these type of nutrients required in greater than 10 millimole per kilogram of the dry matter. Micronutrients, that means less than 10 millimole of per kilogram of the dry matter. So these are called micronutrients and macronutrients. Now we are discussing each and every nutrient in detail. Okay, so micronutrient in detail. Macronutrient, mostly this macronutrient includes macronutrient. Generally, it is 10 excess to the 10 millimole per gram, sorry, per kilogram of the dry matter. So macronutrients includes carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen. These macronutrients includes carbon, nitrogen, hydrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, sulfur, potassium, calcium, magnesium. So these are some of macronutrients required in the quantity greater than 10 millimole per kilogram of dry matter of plant. Okay. So of these, carbon, hydrogen and oxygen are mainly obtained from the carbon dioxide and water, while others are absorbed in form of mineral nutrition. Then micronutrients, we are discussing every micronutrients in detail. They require less than 10 millimole per kilogram of the dry matter. Okay, so essential elements can also be grouped into four broad categories. These micronutrients, they are classified into four categories. First, elements as component of biomolecule. We are discussing this as biomolecules. They are component of biomolecules, either biomolecules, that means DNA, RNA, protein, carbs, like this, any. So carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen, they fix into this category, oxygen and nitrogen. Then second, it is component of energy related chemical, energy related, like ATP. So phosphorus is part of this. Magnesium, magnesium in chlorophyll, phosphorus in ATP. Magnesium and chlorophyll. Magnesium and phosphorus. Then third one, I'm writing it here. Third is essential elements that activate or inhibit enzymes. So for enzyme activity, so it includes zinc, magnesium, etc. These type of elements. And last, so they can alter the osmotic potential of the cell. So if any element is altering the osmotic potential of the cell, it is also essential micronutrient. So micronutrient can be further categorized into these four types. If nutrients which are involved in synthesis of biomolecules, nutrients which are related to energy, nutrients which are related in enzyme activity, that inhibition or induction of the enzyme activity, then if it is altering the osmotic potential of it. Then we are discussing micronutrient role of this macro as well as micronutrient in detail. First is nitrogen. So nitrogen from nitrate. So in form of nitrate, it is absorbed. So it is important in growth, metabolism, and heredity and reproduction. So important constituent of proteins and nucleic acid, both constituent of protein and nucleic acid. Remember, which is that element? Which is that element? Which is the element that is present in DNA but not in protein? Element which is present in DNA but not in protein. So we'll discuss about this question later on. Okay, during discussion of the questions. Meanwhile, if you know the answer, you can answer me in your chat section. Okay. Again, I am asking the question. Element which is there, it can present in nucleic acid but not protein. But not protein. Answer this question in your chat section. Nitrogen present in the pore-firing rings, pore-firing of the chlorophyll and cytochromes, thus activate the role of photosynthesis and ETS, electron transport system, part of the vitamins also, coenzyme like NAD, NADP, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate, and alkaloids also. It is a constituent of the plant hormone. Indole acetic acid, ATPs also, so that is oxime, IAA, that is oxime, and absorbed from the soil as nitrate, nitrite, and ammonium ion. Some plants can do nitrogen fixation from the air directly, like rhizobium and azolla. So they can fix nitrogen from N2 to NH3. We'll discuss about nitrogen fixation also. Then sulfur, a parts of cysteine, and methionine amino acids. Sulfur containing amino acid. Important point to note down, guys. Cysteine, and methionine. 3 amino acids present in the protein. They are sulfur containing amino acids. Sulfur is absorbed by plant in form of sulfate ion. Vitamin like biotin and thiamine, and coenzyme in respiration. The disulfide linkage for the protein orientation is also contains sulfur. Sulfhydryl group for active site of enzyme, role in the oil synthesis, chlorophyll synthesis, a part of ferredoxin also. And root nodule formation also involves involvement of sulfur. Then next it is phosphorus. It is absorbed in form of H2PO4 or HPO4 phosphate, orthophosphate ion form. This is called orthophosphate ion form. Those who have joined, they can answer this question also. Then very important, phosphorus is very important in RNA, DNA. Phospholipids as a part of cell membrane, NADP as coenzyme, and energy reaction as ATP. Energy molecule or energy currency of the cell is ATP. For making ATP, phosphorus or phosphate is required. So important in photosynthesis also. In oxidation reduction, reaction fat metabolism, in growth of roots, and development of leaf and seeds, and crop yield, important for endogonic and exogonic reaction, that means energy gaining or energy yielding reactions. Next is calcium ion. So important for mechanical strength because calcium is constituent of middle lamina. Middle lamina calcium pactate is there in cell wall during cell wall formation, and between two daughter cell plate is formed, and then it is known as middle lamina. So for that, calcium pactate is involved in their structure. Permeability of biomembrane maintained by calcium ions. Cation anion balance. Anion cation balance can be done. Cation involved here, calcium ion can be involved in this maintenance. Stability of chromosome structure, and spindle formation also require calcium, and it is essential for the growth of apical meristem also. Yes, Bhavna, it is there in DNA but not in protein. What I have asked, element which is there in nucleic acid but not in protein. So protein does not contain, proteins do not contain phosphorus. Correct. You're right, Bhavna. If I asked now ulta, that is element which is present in protein but not in DNA. Now answer for this question. Next, molybdenum, role as prosthetic group of nitrate reductase and nitrite reductase in nitrogen metabolism and theanine synthesis process. Potassium, not an essential constituent of the organic matter but important for the respiration, photosynthesis and protein synthesis. Key role in stomatal movement, very important element. Important element for opening and closing. Opening and closing of stomata. Closing of stomata. Important element for opening and closing of stomata. Then copper ion, again, sorry, it was calcium, now it's copper. So oxidation and reduction process as a part of enzyme cytochromes, and vitamin C, ascorbic acid formation require copper. And zinc, specific role in synthesis of oxime, activator of carbonic anhydrase, alcohol dehydrogenase and peptidase. In seed formation, zinc required. Again, anion cation balance, for that anion, for that negative ion required, that is chlorine. So required for the cell division in leaves and roots, essential for photolysis of water. Important step, first step of photosynthesis. For photolysis of water requires chlorine ions. Important point, photolysis of water. First step of photosynthesis in which water is broken down into lysis occur into OH minus and H plus ion. Okay. So for that, chlorine ions are required. You're right, Bhavna. Nitrogen is not there in protein, but it's there in DNA. Nitrogen is there in, Bhavna, what I have asked? Element which is there in protein but not in DNA. It is there in protein but not in DNA. So answer for that, it is nitrogen. Next element, magnesium. Now come on, Give me quick answer. Which is the element required for opening and closing of stomata? Opening and closing of stomata requires which essential element? So focus on the lecture, guys. Focus in the lecture so you can answer all this question. Come on, come on. Magnesium now constituent of chlorophyll. Maintain ribosome structure also essential for phosphate transfer reaction, activator of many enzymes in carbohydrate metabolism, and the cell wall formation also. Iron absorbed in the acidic soil. Absorption occurs in the acidic soil. And important for ferredoxin biological nitrogen fixation and ATS. An ecotinase enzyme of the Krebs cycle also requires iron. Then manganese. Manganese is activator of many enzymes like nitrate reductase, amine reductase, decarboxylase, dehydrogenase. So chlorophyll and IAA formation and respiratory metabolism. Remember, for chlorophyll, magnesium as well as manganese, both elements are important. Boron, it is only a micronutrient which is not associated with enzymes. Key role is sugar translocation and phloem conduction. Must for the cell division, flowering, fruiting, and active salt absorption. Lethal effect at the carbohydrate metabolic site. So this was about detail about all micronutrients. Now we are discussing the concentration of the essential element below which plant growth is retarded. Okay, remember guys, see, concentration of any essential element below which plant growth is retarded is termed as critical concentration. It is termed as critical concentration. Below which growth is retarded, that is critical concentration. For example, 10 microgram, okay, is critical concentration. If any element is present below this, less than this, then in that condition, growth of the plant is retarded, delayed, or ceased, then it is known as critical concentration of that particular element. Okay, this leads to the deficiency symptoms. Elements which are remobilized and immobile. See, remember mobilization. What is mobilization? That, see, in case of plant, what happens? Any part of the plant which is dying, okay, which is at the senescence level, so it will transfer its all important nutrients to the younger growing parts of the plant. Right, Bhavna? Potassium is required for the closing and opening of stomata. Very good, but I want some quick answers now onwards, Bhavna. And all others who have joined now, I want quick answers. Okay, see, remember, plant has this capacity, this what we can say characteristic, that it can mobilize elements to the younger parts. If it is, for example, few leaves are at the senescent level, that means they'll be dying, they'll be shedding off from the tree in few days, then they can transfer all its important nutrients to the growing part of the plant. That means younger part of the plant. Okay, so these elements are called remobilized. These are called remobilized. Some of the elements like calcium, it can never be remobilized. So these are called immobile. Okay, so now deficiency symptoms can be observed in these parts. So if any element is remobilized, then deficiency symptoms first seen in older parts. Okay, for example, we are taking example of any element X, which is remobilized element. Okay, so X is remobilized. So if any plant is deficient in X concentration, the symptoms are first seen in older parts of the plant. If it is immobile, that means from the older to the younger it cannot be transferred, then it can be seen in the younger parts of the plant. This is important trick or tip for this class. Remember, this is important tip for the class. So note it down. Any element which is remobilized and plant is deficient to that remobilized element, then symptoms are first seen in older parts. If it is immobile, then symptoms are first seen in younger parts of the plant. Then toxicity increase if it is increased above the critical level, and increase cause the reduction in the dry weight by 10%. If it is reduction, there is reduction in the dry weight by 10%, then it is known as toxic. For example, any particular element is required in 5 microgram quantity. If you are exceeding 5 microgram, instead of more growth occurs, growth is retarded. If you are increasing the concentration, then growth is reduced. So that is called toxicity, like manganese toxicity induces the deficiency of the ferrous, magnesium and calcium also. See, if there is manganese deficiency, then it can induce other deficiencies also. Okay, brown spot surrounded by the chlorotic vein, it is a symptom of manganese toxicity. Now last part of this chapter, that is nitrogen metabolism. Nitrogen metabolism. So nitrogen is fixed. Nitrogen fixation occurs. Nitrogen cycle. How nitrogen cycle occurs, that we are going to discuss here. So for example, it is atmospheric nitrogen. Okay, this atmospheric nitrogen, it is fixed into the soil in form of ammonia by 3 means. It can be biological nitrogen fixation, it can be industrial nitrogen fixation, it can be electrical nitrogen fixation. So electrical nitrogen fixation, industrial and biological. This can be by this electrical by lightning process, industrial by any industrial effluent can contain ammonia. Okay, and this is how it can be fixed in soil. So fixation can be occur in form of ammonia. Biological fixation involves microorganisms. Okay, now after that, this ammonia, plant can absorb nitrogen in form of nitrate. So this ammonia can be converted into nitrite and nitrate, that is known as nitrification by some bacteria. Then this nitrate is uptaken by plants. Plants can be uptaken by animals, eaten up by animals, and these plants and animals, they can decay. They can undergo decay, and this organic matter can release ammonia by some ammonification bacteria, ammonifying bacteria. Okay, so decaying biomass by ammonification, that means ammonia will be released again. So this is how nitrogen cycle will proceed. First it is fixed, then it is uptaken by plants, then animals, then decay, releases ammonification, releases ammonia. Then this ammonia can be converted further to nitrite, nitrate, and nitrite or nitrate can be converted to atmospheric nitrogen, released into atmospheric nitrogen by denitrification. So bacteria or microorganisms can involve here, they can be involved here, they can be involved here and here. So at 4 steps you need to remember 4 different type of bacteria. So ammonia is oxidized to nitrite by nitrosomonas or nitrosococcus. Here at first step, ammonia to, I'm writing here, ammonia to nitrite involves nitrosomonas and Nitrococcus. Okay. Next, nitrite to nitrate. Nitrite to nitrate. It can be done by nitrobacter. Then next, these two steps are called nitrification. These two are, Nitrosomonas, Nitrococcus, Nitrobacter. They are chemoautotroph. They are called chemoautotroph. Then denitrification is carried out by Pseudomonas and Thiobacillus. Denitrification, that is from nitrate to N2 again, that is by Pseudomonas and Thiobacillus. Thiobacillus. Okay, I hope this much is clear, guys. So this is about nitrogen cycle. So you need to remember, and see, biological nitrogen fixation. It has been done by symbiotically or asymbiotically. That means without any relationship with plants. It can do direct nitrogen fixation. That is free living nitrogen fixation. So nitrogen fixation can be done like in form of free living also, and in form of free living or in form of symbiotic relationship also. So there are some Azotobacter, Bacterium, and Rhodospirillum is anaerobic, and Bacillus is free living nitrogen fixer. Cyanobacteria such as Anabina and Nostoc, they are also free living nitrogen fixers. Then biological nitrogen fixation, reduction of nitrogen into ammonia, reduction of nitrogen into ammonia by nitrogenase. This is free living Azotobacter, Bacillus, Bacterium. See, look here again, I am revising the name. Free living Azotobacter, Bacillus, Bacterium, Nostoc and Anabina. And symbiotic includes Rhizobium and Frankia. Rhizobium is with leguminous plant and Frankia with a non-leguminous plant. Now, like hemoglobin, it is one of the component which is required by nitrogen fixation by rhizobium. So this is how nitrogen is fixed. This N2, it is fixed. So by like hemoglobin, and nitrogenase is the enzyme. Remember, nitrogenase enzyme requires a strict anaerobic condition. It can work without oxygen only. Okay, so for that they require nodule formation. So this ammonia formed is used to make glutamic acid and transamination processes. See, nodule, how nodule is formed? Nodule formation involves sequence multiple reaction between rhizobium and root of the host plant. Rhizobia divides and colonize. First, rhizobia divide and colonize the surrounding of the roots. They get attached to the epidermal and root hair cell. Okay, first they get attachment to the root hair cells. Then root hair gets curled and get invaded by the bacteria. Then invasion is followed formation of the infection thread. Infection thread is formed, carries the bacteria to the cortical level of the tissue. So bacteria then get modified into rod-shaped bacterioids. So as a result, cell is in the cortex and pericycle undergo division, leading to the formation of root nodule. Bacteria produces cytokinins and auxins, which is produced by the plant to stimulate the cell division and enlarge to the nodule, enlarge to form a nodule. Nodule finally gets connected with the vascular tissue of the roots for the exchange of the nutrients. The formation of root nodule and nitrogen fixation occurs under the control of nod genes, that is of the legumes, nod, nif, and fix genes of the bacteria. Okay, nod gene of legumes and NOD, NIF and FIX genes of bacteria. So this is how it occurs. First, bacteria proliferate. That means it divides near to the roots or root fiber, root hair. Then root hair get curl. Hook formation is there. This curling again, it will lead to the formation of infection thread inside, and now infection reaches to the cortex region. And thereby it can reach to the vascular system, and finally there will be mature nodule formation. See, the nodule contains an enzyme called nitrogenase. Nitrogenase is a molybdenum ferrous protein catalyzes the conversion of atmospheric nitrogen into ammonia. Nitrogenase is highly sensitive to molecular oxygen. That's what I have told you, that it works without oxygen only. So it requires strict anaerobic condition. So nodule contains a special protein called leg hemoglobin. So leg hemoglobin acts as oxygen scavenger and provides anaerobic condition. So it will eat up all the oxygen. It provides anaerobic condition to the bacteria inside the nodule, protect the enzyme nitrogenase. And ammonia synthesis by the nitrogenase, energetically expensive process. It requires 8 ATPs. For synthesis of one ammonia molecule, it requires 8 ATPs. So it is expensive in terms of energy. Then synthesis of amino acid. This whatever ammonia has been synthesized. Wait a second, guys. Whatever ammonia has been synthesized, I hope now you can see the text. So ammonia, whatever is synthesized by the nitrogen fixation, is used for the synthesis of amino acid. What is the role of ammonia? So it will be taken up in form of nitrate and nitrite, and then or ammonium ion directly by the plant, and then it can use it to formation of amino acid, by which means by reductive aminase, that alpha ketoglutarate is formed from the glutamic acid by enzyme glutamate dehydrogenase. Then transaminase transfer of amino group from keto to the amino acids. And then glutamic acid is a main amino acid which transfers the amino group to form 7 other amino acids by transaminase. Then last, amides by the replacement of OH of the amino acid by NH2 radial. So asparagine and glutamine are amines formed from the aspartic acid and glutamic acid. I think there is no doubt in this chapter. Okay, this is very sweet and short chapter. So I hope everything is clear about this chapter. So you can download our app from the for the great discounts on all our courses. And to get a great discount, you can apply the coupon code VAI10. So after that, you will be having free handwritten notes, free study materials, PYQs, free mock test available. So link is given in the description box about Spark Store. So long-term courses, previous year solution, crash course, full length test, mock test, study material, etc. Admissions are open right now. You can join classroom as well as online coaching, short-term coaching, regular coaching for this year as well as 2023 year also. So crash course it has been started now. Online it will be coming soon. So we have two branches. One is at Narayanpura and Mehdipatnam. You can join any of the branch for classroom coaching. You can opt for online coaching also, and for that also you can use same coupon code, that is VAI10, to get great discounts over any of the courses. So on daily basis, we are conducting live sessions. All the sessions are will be there in form of recorded videos in your app. So you can check out any of the lesson afterwards also. So this is how we are conducting. We are giving assignments on daily basis, and tests we are conducting. Weekend test every week, chapter wise test, grand test also planned. Why Spark only? Because we have highly experienced faculty, personalized coaching is there, process oriented coaching is there, personal mentoring and doubt clarification you can do, limited batch size is there. Our method is, first we are explaining our concept, then shortcut methods we are giving all model questions, exercise questions, TYQs, chapter wise test, weekend test, grand test, and test analysis has been done. So this is how you can, whatever you can choose, hybrid or online coaching. Hybrid, that means you can go for you can attend the classroom coaching also, and you can have access to online coaching also. If you are opting for the hybrid, so access to classroom there will be, yes, and for online there is no access to the classroom. Okay, but in case of hybrid you can have access to online coaching. Books we can provide for the hybrid one. Online study material will be provided to the both of them. Weekly test for both of them, grand test for everyone, doubt clarification for everyone. First question for today. Chalo, let's get started. First question, first stable product of the nitrogen fixation. Very, very easy peasy types. And it has been asked in 2030. First stable product of fixation of atmospheric nitrogen in leguminous plant. First, it is ammonia. So ammonia is the first stable compound produced in fixation of atmospheric nitrogen in leguminous plant. Then which two distinct microbial processes are responsible for the release of fixed nitrogen as a dinitrogen gas to the atmosphere? Which two distinct microbial processes are responsible for release of fixed nitrogen as a dinitrogen gas? See, that means denitrification. Okay, from NH3 to N2, release in form of N2. So anaerobic ammonium oxidation and denitrification, aerobic nitrate oxidation and nitrate reduction, decomposition and conversion of nitrogen to the ammonium compound, enteric fermentation in cattle and nitrogen fixation by rhizobium. Now you tell me for this question. Yes, Pavna. For the second one, correct answer is A. The global nitrogen cycle, in that bacterial denitrification is recognized. That means this step. Again, I am revising you. This is the step for that. Wait. They were asking us about this step, denitrification step. So correct option here it is A. Anaerobic oxidation of ammonium coupled with the nitrate reduction and contributes sustainably to the N2 production in marine sediments. Then next question, which of the following element is constituent of biotin? Biotin, constituent of biotin. Come on, Bhavna. You there? Which of these is constituent of biotin? Sulfur, magnesium, calcium, or phosphorus? Biotin is also known as vitamin H. It is water soluble B vitamin. and it is a coenzyme for the carboxylase enzyme. So involved in the synthesis of fatty acid, isoleucine, valine, and glucogenesis. Sulfur is the constituent of the biotin. So our correct option is sulfur. Deficiency symptoms of the nitrogen and potassium are visible first in senescent leaves or young leaves or roots and buds. Nitrogen and potassium, they are mobilized animal, or remobilized animal, or immobile animal elements. Remobilized elements or immobile elements. Based on that, you can select young leaves, senescent leaves, roots, or buds. So correct answer is senescent leaves. It is a remobilized element. Potassium and nitrogen, they are remobilized. Okay, so first it will be seen in older leaves. Visible symptoms of the deficiency, it will be in older parts, that is senescent parts. Mineral known to be required in large amount for the growth of the plant includes calcium, magnesium, manganese, copper. Includes what? Bhavna, answer with the question number. Everyone please answer with the question number. So ABCD, I cannot get idea for which question you are answering. I might be scrolling next page and then you are answering. So it is fifth ABCD or what? So large quantity, that means part of macronutrients. So potassium, phosphorus, sulfur and calcium, they are macronutrients. In which of the following all three are macronutrients? Again the same type of question, D. So nitrogen, phosphorus and calcium. So again I am reminding you guys, you can join us on Telegram link also. This is our Telegram link. You can follow us on that for more updates, more tips, everything. This is your DIY question, homework question. So take a screenshot and I'll be waiting for your answers in comment. The deficiency of micronutrients not only affects the growth of plant but also vital functions such as photosynthesis and mitochondrial electron flow, that is ETS. Among the list given below, which group of three elements shall affect most both mitochondrial electron transport and photosynthesis? Correct, Bhavna. Now take a screenshot and I'll be waiting for these answers in comment section after this session. Next, which one of the following element is not an essential micronutrient for the growth? Not essential. Next, manganese is required in plant cell wall formation, photolysis, chlorophyll synthesis, nucleic acid synthesis. If you like the video, don't forget to press the bell icon. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and don't forget to share this video to more people. Okay, there is one thumb icon you can press if you like the video and you can share it to more people, more friends. And don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon. So these are our some members of our team. This is result of 2021 EAMCET, 2021 NEET. 19 students got admission in medical field. Thank you so much everyone for joining this session. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.